I am so grateful that he agreed to be here tonight to talk to you about supporting our new pilgrims. I would like you to please give a warm welcome to Jason.
Hey everyone. On March 12th, 2018, my son turned 14. He spent the week laughing, watching March Madness with his mom, planning a trip to Washington with me. And on March 21st, he took his life. It does not get easier to talk about. So, I'm standing in front of you as a guy who would say that if it can happen to me, it can happen to almost anyone. I had a great relationship with son. I wrote a book on parenting. Where's the irony in that? I wrote a book on the idea that you shouldn't have phones at your dinner table and iPads at your dinner table and you should have dinner with your kids. It's called Dinner Conversations. Ryan spent his summer taking all those dinner conversations off of Facebook and we put them into the book. That was his last summer before he died. I did a TED Talk about this experience. In the short time I have tonight, I can't share all of it with you, but it's on the Volunteer Center's website. I founded an organization called ChooseLife.org. Yes, I repurposed the old anti-abortion site. You're welcome. It's a joke. I like the name. It cost me 10 grand. I wasn't even sure why they wanted 10 grand. I didn't know what it was. I just bought it. Anyways, I kept the name. When I was going through Ryan's drawers, top left-hand drawer had 2 sticky notes in it. There's nothing else. One had, here's my usernames and passwords. And the other one said, tell my story. I had no idea that my son was depressed. He hid it from all of us. But when I look back, there were signs, and I didn't know what the signs were. I have 3 other older kids. I thought he was just depressed. I thought he was just a teenager spending a little too much time watching YouTube. A little too much time in his room. I didn't get it. I missed it. And that's on me. So, I'm doing a documentary film called Tell My Story. I spent the last year learning about this space, talking to people like Sarah, who I respect immensely, and the work the Volunteer Center is doing. In fact, of the people I've talked to around the country, around the globe, the work the Volunteer Center here is doing is right on track. Right on track. And we need more of what they're doing. The goal of, when I did start the movie, I realized I was just learning so much about what the challenges are. And I want to share with you a couple of things I've learned. Sarah said I had 5 minutes tonight. I don't know how to do a 5-minute talk, I apologize. I hope you don't mind. You guys okay with watching this? So I have been interviewing kids, I've been interviewing parents, I've been talking to people about this space. And I decided that just doing a TED Talk in the movie is not going to cut it. I need to stay in the space. And the goal of ChooseLife.org is to end teen suicide in the year 2030. And you can look at me and go, Jay, you're not going to be able to do that. I go, well, it's a BHAG. I'm a business guy. It's a big, hairy, audacious goal. And this space needs that. It needs that because raising awareness for teen suicide isn't going to cut it. We've been raising awareness for years. How many of you are aware that teen suicide exists? Put up your hands. The big question is we don't know what to do about it. We're all aware. Make sense? So my goal is not to be the guy who can actually say, here's what you do, but the guy to say we have to do something different. And here's what I've learned. Without going into great detail, because you can see that on my website, I'll tell you what it's all about, what I've learned. It's about community. It's about the lack of connection that we now have in our community. I'm 51 years of age. When I came home, I grew up in Canada. We had 3 or 4 TV channels. I'd watch Gilligan's Island. Then I'd go fight with my brother and sister. My mother would kick us out to go play with our friends and tell us to come back at dinner time. I'm looking around the room, that's got to make sense for a lot of you, right? This is not the world that we grew up in, guys. The message of Tell My Story is this is not the world we grew up in. It's a totally different world. These kids don't get to hide from the bullies. Their bullies come home with them. They're in their rooms on their phones. It's amazing when I talk to kids who attempted suicide, how many are sitting, looking at me in the eye and saying, Instagram is not something I should be on. The idea that you can be 13 years of age and be on Instagram, whoever decided that, we all know who decided that. I don't think it's right. As parents, we need to understand, like I said, it's not the world we grew up in. We are disconnected. We are on our phones. Our kids are on our phones. They don't have the same amount of friends. I thought it was okay that Ryan would be on his gaming computer thing, Xbox, playing with his friends. I go, well, he's online playing with his friends. It must be okay. It's not okay. That human connection is what we really need and what we don't have anymore. At the end of the day, we talk about the idea that it's therapists or drugs or all this stuff that might stop someone from killing themselves. Well, here's what I've learned from all these kids I've talked to. It's none of those things. It's them feeling like they have someone they can go talk to at 2 in the morning. Someone that will listen to them. Someone that will hug them. Someone that will love them. Someone will not judge them. Someone will not try to fix them, but they can just go talk to. How do you stop someone from killing themselves? You're there and you love them. And as parents, unfortunately, the way we're growing up, we've learned that we want to be tough people, right? We don't want to share our feelings with our kids. I was speaking at an event a couple weeks ago. I had groups of parents and kids in the room. I said, parents, close your eyes. Kids, keep your eyes wide open. Parents, put up your hand if you've ever been bullied. Hands go up. Put up your hand if you ever felt like your body wasn't the right body. Think back, you're 12, 13 years of age now, right? Did you ever feel that way? Did you ever feel like you were left out? Your friends did something with you without you? By the time I went through this list of questions, all the hands in the room were up. Make sense to everybody here? Would you put your hands up? The kids are looking around like, what the heck? You gotta be kidding me. They say, okay, parents, put your hands down. Done. Now, put your hands back up. If you shared those feelings with your kids at any point of how you felt growing up, of how horrible you felt at those points, there's a room of 75 people. Not one single hand went up. And I'm guilty of the same thing. I showed Ryan a dad who took care of everything, never had a problem, built a bunch of companies, solved every problem, never cried, never had an issue, solved everybody else's problems. So what did Ryan do? He acted the same way. My final thought on this, because there's a whole bunch of other stuff I've learned, but I recognize that I can't take all night. Here's the biggest mistake I made. I gave my son this device at 12 years old. He was a great kid, straight A's, never got in trouble, no reason ever taken away from him. I would never have said to Ryan, hey buddy, we live in Murrieta near San Diego. I'm going to drop you off at the border on Saturday night at 2 in the morning. Why don't you go down to Tijuana, check it out by yourself. Come on back in the morning. Tell me what you learned. Who would do that? Throw up your hands. Well, you never do that, right? But here's what I did to him. I said, here's a device with access to the internet that you can go anywhere in the world you want, at any time of the day and night you want. I'm never going to check on you to see where you went. And the deepest, darkest, worst things on the planet are here. And if you're a curious kid, which Ryan was, you'll go look for him. And Ryan used this device to research how to kill himself. And give generously to the Volunteer Center. Because I talk to people all around the globe about this on a regular basis now. This is now a big part of my life. And what the work they're doing here is right on the mark. We need kids who understand that it's okay to be sad, it's not okay to be sad all the time. And we need parents to understand this is not the world they grew up in. And that's what the Volunteer Center is doing. Thank you very much.
Terry, ladies and gentlemen, round of applause. Round of applause. Stand up and tell a story.